thing in matrices that we need to run through is how to handle 2 by 2, but really and truly, everything we do in it with a 3 by 3 matrix, right, Emily? So, Emily, since you're reading the slides there, if I give you a matrix A, right? We know it 2 by 2 because it has 2 rows and 2 columns. We need to be able to find the determinant of A written like that. Let's find the determinant again. Huh? Cross multiply for like a sign in the middle, right? A by D minus B by C. That's okay, Shibish? Yeah? So to find the determinant, that's all we're doing. Okay? Quick note. If the determinant is equal to 0, then what? What is called that? Matrices? Matrix is singular. All right? Matrix is singular. Right? I can show you how to find the inverse one time, but to be honest, the technique that they use for inverse is different to what you'll use in units in part 3 by 3. But basically, the inverse is this, right? 1 over the determinant by something called the adjoint. Right? But 2 by 2, the adjoint was easy. Switch the A and the D and put a minus by the P and the C. Okay? Everything we're gonna mainly gonna be using this, right? This is just how we find the inverse if needed, right? Like other thing, as I said, all those things on this slide, right? That just focus on practice, right? Please remember if the matrix has if the matrix is singular, it has no determinant. Okay? So if the determinant A is equal to 0, A inverse does not exist. A inverse does not exist. That's something important to remember, right? Right, just one quick example is all I really wanted to work on. One quick example, take A from a and find the inverse. Find the inverse of 4, 2, 3, 2. Find the inverse of this matrix, if it exists. Find the inverse of 4, 2, 3, 2 if it exists. What do you have think about that? Can you pull the speed I have? It's really good. Really good. But it's not right. Yeah. But I'm all together. Nice. If we get
All right, so why did we have this quote the top?
Finish it up. All right. Please remember notation, right? Just in case you forgot notation. This position is row 1, column 1, right? This position here is row 1, column 2. This position here is row 2, column 1, and row 2, column 2. Right? Sometimes I might use that, right? But I think all you can multiply, so I'm not really going to focus on that. Yeah, find the A inverse. Right? Find the A inverse. Right? Finish? Yeah, okay. Three. So what you got here? Three. What happened here? What you got here? 1/2, 8 minus 6, right? That's 2. And inside here is what? Right? Minus 2 minus 3. No, I said everyone. Or no, if you want to do. You mean multiply everything by a half? No, I don't. Leave it off, leave it like that. Right, you can leave it like that. Right? All this can be done in the calculator as well, right? Plug in the matrix and get it, right? Right. Just one rule of way to remember from Form 5. What has happened when you multiply A by its inverse? Zero. Or multiply the inverse by A. What is that? Anybody online can help them? They're saying zeros. Right, the identity matrix. Right? In case you never saw I in it in your life before. That's I, right? 1 0 3 0 1. I'm going to have to move the calculator, yeah?
But everybody you see, just remember. Not from us, but like anyone in our life, you just remember.
See it, or must see it on it.
Okay, so if we like don't see it, as long as you get it here, remember.
Yeah, that's because function and go to the matrix mode and for everything. All right. So let's just make a note of this rule, right? Remember, I is 1 0 0 1. 1 is diagonal, 0 everywhere else. Right. Right. So what we focusing on tonight? We're focusing on that matrix called the 3 by 3 matrix. Right? So for, by the way, you gotta remember how to multiply. I mean, let's show you that first. Go write this out here. Right. How do we multiply? Right? For those who forgot how to multiply, if you have to multiply, the first thing you do is what? What's the first thing you do? Right now, before you do that, check and make sure it's conformable. Right? Check and make sure that the number of columns in the first matrix equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. Columns in the second should equal to the rows in the first. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. Columns in the first should be equal to the number of rows in the second. If it's not equal, it can't multiply. So if you don't remember that, that's all you have to do here, right? All you have to do is write down the size of the matrix and see if these two adjacent bars are the same. That's all. Okay? Write down the size and see if these two are the same. Let's make sure it's conformable. Right? That's to make sure it's conformable. Once it's conformable, you're good to go. Right? That's to make sure it's conformable. And how we multiply? Watch quick. Right? You multiply row in matrix 1, columns in matrix 2. Row in matrix 1 by all the columns in matrix 2. All right, that's the way you multiply, right? And it should have equal values in the rows and columns. So you're multiplying row in matrix 1, column in matrix 2. 2 by 5, 10, 1 by minus 3. Right? Then row by column again, 2 by 0 is 0, 1 by 4 is 4. Row by column again, 3 by 5 is 15, 2 by minus 3, minus 6. Row by column again, 3 by 0 is 0, 2 by 4 is 8. So I got 7, 4, 9. Okay, so you multiply row by column, 10 minus 3, row by column, 0 plus 4, row by column, 15 minus 6, row by column, 0 minus 0 plus 1. Okay, row in matrix 1 by columns in matrix all the time. Okay, one more example, multiply these two from if they can multiply. Multiply A by C only if it can multiply it. Check it and make sure it can multiply first. If it can't multiply, of course, go multiply it, right? And we're reading next two buttons. Finish? Hurry up. Can it be multiplied? Yeah, because the first one is up. First is a 2 by 2 and the second is up. So the answer is a what? 2 by 1, right? So 2 rows, 1 column. Work it out fast. How is multiply against image? So I can multiply. Huh? AC. Work it out quick. And then we can jump to 3 by 3 now. Right? So everything that we did here, we're going to find it in 3 by 3. All right, let's see what you got. So you multiply row by column, 2 by 5, that's 10. 3 by 4, that's 12. Row by column again, 4 by 5, that's 20. 1 by 4, that's 4. So you end up with 22, 24. Right? Okay. All right, next set up 3 by 3. Let's focus on 3 by 3 now. How about this? And when you find this photo, I'm going to find my photo. You like my photo? Now we got to go to the
Nice part, perfect. Yeah, but all that class.
Not just long night somewhere.
Yeah, not yet.
I'm talking to the world on the
Not so young.
All right, so let's go right 3 by 3. So first thing we're gonna learn to do is find the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, right? Huh? All right, online, hello, okay?
I would question it.
Nice to mirror. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. All right. So let's see we get a matrix looking like that, right, Emily? Yeah, and again, with that 3 by 3 matrix looking like that. We need to be able to find the determinant. Okay? How do we find the determinant of a matrix like this? Right? Well, simple. Watch it here. To get the determinant of A, right? There's this nice little rule that we use, right? And I will show you where all the little things come from. Watching? We have to convert this 3 by 3 into a series of 2 by 2. And here what you just do. You just multiply A by something called its minor. How you just get a minor A? All you have to do is to block off the column A belongs to and the row it belongs to. And you will get a 2 by 2 matrix that we call the minor. So you have to find the minor of A, which is the determinant. These two lines make the determinant. These two lines, E, F, H, I. Follow together. The blanking of the row and column value belongs to. That's okay? So it's A minus, I'll explain where these signs, let me tell you where those signs come from one time. There is something called a sign matrix. It tells you what the sign is for each of those values. And it really easy to remember. Really easy, right? Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. That's okay? So all you're doing, A goes with a plus, B goes with a minus, C goes with a plus. That's okay? So I put in minus B by the determinant or its minor, right? The minor appears, cancel the column and the row it belongs to, you'll get D, F, G, I. Cancel column, sorry, row and column it belongs to. And you will get the values, you have to find the minor of. Right? Determinant here, determinant here. That's okay? Plus C by what are the values we find in the determinant of the C now, Cash. What's the value we're going to find in the determinant of with respect to C? D, E, G, H, right? So you cancel off here and here. Cancel off here and here. Right? That's okay? And this can move to any row. If you want to use the second row, you can do the same thing. If you want to use the third row, you can do the same thing. Technical columns as well. Right? So sometimes when you want to find a determinant, you look at your values and you see which one looking the easiest. And to determine the easiest, you look for which one has zeros. So for example, if you have digits here and 2 zeros here, the easiest row to use is the last row. Right? You're using plus, minus, plus, and so on. But I'll show you that just now. But in short, to find the determinant of a matrix A, that's 3 by 3, you have to find the minor of each of these values and multiply by. Minor means minor is the sign and the value. Sorry, this is the minor and this is the but the sign is the minor. So plus this is the minor, minus this is the minor. Alright, so that's the general formula on the show you some, right? Any rule you can use. But the other formula is the partner. All right, so all these things here I am minor. I don't want to write it up too much, right? But this is called, watch here. This is called the minor of C. This is called the minor. This is called the minor of B. This is called the minor. And when you add the sign set, it's called something called the coupon. I'll show you that after.
ในกระดาษนะคะเป็นคนที่ทำให้เขาส่ง
I know it's like you already know what happens. Right, so what is here? Oh, you'll copy it up. But I did not show the spelling. That's the city. Huh? Right? So what is here? Here we have 1, 2, 3 rules, any one we could use. Right? If you had to choose, which one looking like the nicest? Middle? Yeah. Right? This could work on a minus sign, right? Well, here, still have minus sign down there to work with. Right? So it don't matter which one you choose, right? You can choose the first, second, and two. All right? I am going to choose the first just to show you that anyone can work, right? So I'll start with the first one, and then I'll let you choose row 2 or row 3. All right? Watch how easy it is, right? Sign of the first value is plus. So it's plus 2 by its minor. Its minor is 4360. And please, hold on. This is really easy. Please go try and work on this in your head one time. Write it down. Right? So some of you might try and do this in your head and say, okay, the answer is 18. Right? And then you get a little sign in front. It's 0 minus 18. Okay? So please write it down. Minus 1. Cancel here 0, 3 minus 1, 0. 0, 3 minus 1, 0. Plus minus 1 by 0, 4 minus 1, 6. Right? Remember to put lines here because we have to find the terminal. Okay? Then you work it out. 2 by 0 minus 18. Minus 1 by 0 minus 3. Minus 0 minus. Here. 4 by 0 is 0. 3 by 6 is 18. So is it to make mistakes? I have somebody making mistakes there. I have somebody multiply wrong there. Right? Then multiply 0 by 0, 3 by minus 1. But remember, there's a minus sign in the middle, right? It's A by D minus B by C. So you're getting minus 36 minus 3 minus 4. So that's minus 43. Okay. So what I want you to do now is take the second row or the third row, anyone you want. Right? Use any row you want, second or third, and work it out. Please remember, it's the value and the sign. The value and the sign, right? That's okay? Work it out. You see what you got? Right. It's to help to get some sort of food back. Minor. Huh? No, no, you go back, don't go back. So, no, the minor is the terminal of the that's the minor. Full factor is the sign. Okay, you can see that. Oh, yeah. I do it. Oh, I use 219. I use the first row to find it. No, just connect. Yes, it's two right. Try next row. One minus 160. I had no one yet. You want to be food? Oh. Yeah, zero is here. Zero is in the second row, first column, so zero is here. Right? So you take the sign, the value, and its minor. Take the sign, the value, and its minor, and so on. Right? You must write the sign, the value, then the minor, right? Right, try it, and then I go to it should get minus 40 if you do it properly, right? Yeah. Income no pay. So, that exam going on. What are your exam sales? What are your sales? Zero, zero, all right, all right. I want to do that. How are you doing? We were right. We didn't do work down by range. I was making up something now. What are you making up? Very confused about it. How? How much of it? How much of it? How much of it? Like the bus?
This
Show me how I get in mind.
is EFH.
How I got it? How I got it?
It's
How I get it? Come on, how I get it?
how you get to this EF and this I.
How I get up?
See, you give us that.
So what? I gave it T. I gave you up with BS 7.
No, just this is gonna be around.
How I get it?
Point E, right. Right here, B.
Oh, you want just so A is just a program.
Right. Yeah, you
So B right. So B is sending at the
เข้าไปรัวที่เข้าไปสนุกประดับเขียนเข้าไปห้องอินเทอร์เน็ต
this one.
เข้าไปright. Now what to remain with?
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
So B.
So couple,
Good.
a couple of rule is it?
This one.
Right. So that's the way you're in. Yeah. See, and I, right?
Oh, that's a I can't see. I can't see my book.
Now this.
So you can't that
You understand where C come from?
no, this not C. The I.
We understand what C doing, so we know it's I.
C can't do the alphabet for me. See, you know what? This is not that.
You want to know?
No, whatever you do.
This not that.
While I was doing it, okay.
Tell me there's a I was.
I could tell you next to it.
You Nikolai. Oh, this is all it is. I.
Right? So I'm using the last row, yeah? Yeah. The first one is yeah, the first one is -0, which is it will be 0 by the minor for 0. Yeah, anything by 0. Well, we'll have to write this still. The first one we doing. Still have more values. Next one is +4. Right? +4, right?
Don't worry, at least we know it.
Right, number here, you all got this minus here? You all got this? All I get this?
Yes, sir.
But I can put that on the other side because I'm not there.
What did I do wrong?
Sure.
I know.
But he may get the desire. You have to be more.
One by -1, because four.
Sir, you want to skip steps that way, you have to skip it.
Yep, that's what I did. 0 by 1. 1 to +1.
Oh, no, it's minus, it's minus, it's minus, it's minus.
It's a minus, it's a minus.
Yeah, right, but it's minus, it's right now. A minus BC. Right.
Alright, So it doesn't matter which row you choose, right?
It goes pretty last round, so I did
Yeah.
that.
Don't forward. Any questions online?
Yeah.
Right, but for your scene where you can make a mistake, right? Basic things like finding a terminal.
But I don't know the right, so I will let.
Let's try one more and you choose any row you want. Right? Choose any row you want, right? Any questions online? Oh, but I want no saver. Got that in?
You didn't do that. I was doing.
Choose one row. Right, that's any way you want to choose. Ariane, hurry up now, boy. Right, choose any row you want, right, and look it up. Right, now look it out. Online take time message about you.
That's all. Hold on, let's see what they're about. Because they're plural. I have to know about. I have 66.
Any answers online? Right, I am going to use, correct Amanda, I am going to use the last row, right? Right, and because we have time, I'm gonna show you the long way to get you.
Why we have to know the number?
Both the, they can make it out to be done.
Just ask him which way.
I would say use the two back. Ready? That is so happen now. I am using the last row. So it's positive 2 by its minor. The minor will be -2, 3, 3, -4. I'll leave it on the next one, it don't make no sense, it's 0, right? Plus 6 by 5 -2, 0, 3. Right? It says positive 8 minus 9 plus 6 by 15 plus 2. So I have -2 here. Here, I get 0. And then I have 6 by 15, that is 90. -2 plus 90 is 88. Okay? Right, instead of a little more. So, find this question you had. I won't give you all the rules yet, right? Instead of finding the inverse. Inverse of a matrix. 3 by 3. Right. Right, so let's see if we can find the inverse, right? Right, to find the inverse A, I showed you this already, right? I showed you this a little while ago. To find the inverse is 1 over the determinant, Nikolai, 1 over the determinant multiplied by something called the adjoint of A. All right, but now we need to officially learn how to find the adjoint of A. Right? Right, to obtain the adjoint of A, right, we need a few things. Number one, we need something called the cofactor matrix. This will take a little while, right? But I show you how to get the cofactor matrix. Watch this here. I'll just show you for a few, right? Watch here all here. To get the cofactor matrix, you multiply the sign by the minor. Right? By the minor of that position, A11. That's it. Just the sign by the minor. So here, the cofactor of 6, is the sign by its minor. Nothing to do with 6. Leave 6 out. The cofactor of 2 is positive, this value here. All right? You're leaving it 2 out. What's the cofactor of 3? The cofactor of this 3 here is what? Positive by 5326, determinant of that. Okay? So to get the cofactor matrix is positive, the sign and it's minus. Minus A12 positive minus A13. Right? And you follow that pattern. Right? Yeah. The sign from the sign matrix by its minus. Minus plus minus. Yeah, minus plus minus plus minus. Right? Adjoint. A11. right? Minor of A11 minus minor of A12 plus that, right? And then after we do that, we have to transpose. Transpose the cofactor matrix. Right? All we doing to transpose, well, simple. All we have to do to transpose is to switch rows with color. Right? Switch the rows and columns around. Rows become columns, columns become rows. Yeah, example. Yeah, that's very good to get now, sir. Huh? Right, right, Saudi. I mean, write everything. Right? So minus minor of what I said it this way, minus the minor of A21 plus minor of A22 minus minor of A23. Here will be plus minor of A31 minus minor of A32 plus minor of A33. I'm going to show you an example now. This will take some time, right? Then the cofactor matrix takes some time. But after you get the cofactor matrix, take this row, make it a column. Row, column, row, column. Once you do that, you're done. Plug it in there and you go. I cannot speed it up. All this saying positive minor of A31 minus minor of A32 and minor A33. Those are just the positions, right? So I'm going to find here. I'm going to find the inverse of this matrix. Come on, ready to watch it. Take a little while, right? Ready? We'll take a little while. Right, so you want to be able to get the cofactor matrix. Come on, ready? I'm finding it. What's the problem?
So.
All right. Huh? Ready? So step number one is let's find the determinant first, right? I'll do this one, bam, 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 and know the answer is 18. Huh? I know it. Trust me. Right? Next. Cofactor matrix. Watch this here. This is the one thing that I have to understand. It just take a little while, right? Cofactor matrix. I'm starting with this one here. The sign for that 5 is positive, and the minus for that 5 is 3 minus 406. That's it. Right? We're not multiplying by any of these values here. Okay? So it's just the sign by its minor. Next, minus open bracket, modular sign, 0 minus 426. 0 minus 426. Right? Next, for this one here, positive 0320. 0320. Next, this one here, that'll be minus, its minor is minus 2306. Plus its minor here is 5326. Right, you'll recognize these two are always the same, right? Minus, cancel up here and here. What did I say? Right. 5 minus 2, 20. Right? Cancel up row, bam, 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 bam. That's right. Next here, that's positive. Cancel here and here. So again, minus 2, 3, 3 minus 4. Minus here. 5, 3, 0 minus 4. And lastly, here, so that's 5 minus 2, 0.
Yeah, you take half a patient, not enough.
Yeah, I'm going to take your time right now. Half a page is the general language. Huh? That's no maths, right? And when you reach here now, work out all the values. So this is 18, that's positive 18. This is 0, 8 minus, so that's minus 8. This is 0 minus 6. This is minus 12 plus, so that's 12. This is 30 minus 6, that's 24. This is 0 minus 4, so that's 4 minus. Here, 8 minus 9. 8 minus 9. Here is 20 minus 20, 0, so that's positive 20. Here is 15. Right? This is a cofactor matrix. What are we doing after this? Switch rows and columns, and now we have the adjoint. Right, how is, and now the adjoint. Right, the adjoint of B is equal to the transpose of cofactor matrix. Right, all you have to do now is just transpose. Transpose means this, right? Excuse me, gosh, I see you're comfortable and saying, but watch here now. Right? This row becomes column. So that row becomes 18 minus 8 minus 6. That's the first column. This row becomes the next column, 12, 24 minus 4. And lastly, minus 1, 20, 50. Right? This is the adjoint, and you're done. B inverse is equal to 1 over the determinant multiplied by the adjoint of B. So that's 1 over 88 multiplied by this. 18, 12 minus 1 minus 8, 24, 20 minus 6 minus 4, 50. It's not hard, but it was. Right? Technically, there's a perfect example of what you do like it. Not hard, right? 3 or 4. Sure enough, right? Sure, sir. Huh? A question like this about 3 or 4 marks. Or 5. It used to be a little more, now it's less. So like long time, if you get half a question on this, now it's a part of a question. A whole question is differential equations, and then they split the matrices with probability. Nope, that's why you focus on values. Probability. Something really for probability. But this problem, it's not chance, now there's some. But that program comes.
And what do you see our whole question the last paper? And tell you, I get from the last piece. You're eating.
Arian, ya podrás. Arian, ya podrás. Ready? Just one, it'll take a little while. I just do one, we just do one together.
If you roll it, a big hole. That was confusing.
18 minus 8 minus 6. The rule, right? I just look column.
About it.
Why is it?
No, this is exactly what I said. That's my two. What, I could do that just. I could. I do that, but yeah.
I just do all mine, but yeah, you put speed like gonna put it together. That's nice. But you not that speed. But yeah, but I could.
What could it say how much? Is the good.
Yeah, anyone?
Yes, it would be. Yeah, and just give you a survey. Sorry. That's the reason.
You ready? Let's try one now. Actually, here what I'll do, I'll give you one that you already have in the terminal for. What A again? What A? Yeah, the one that was minus 43. 2, 1. Minus 160. Go ahead. Find the inverse after you finish. Find the inverse of that A there. What was the determinant again? The determinant was minus 43, right? Right, just find the inverse of that. Right, and read the slides of homework. I was trying to say it all is. Well, team. What's the problem? You should go on and put on game, right? Try to find it. Showing it finish. Think quickness shown, one little question. I take your time, right? You can find all your minors individual, right? Polite, of encouragement, talking and hurry up. Division, fire each.
It's been on stuff.
Oh, yeah, hurry up. You do it, I just write some values. No show, and you have to work it out. You can't just take calculator. You have to go through the minus, fix like this. First 4 values, 12.
6 minus 3, 3. No, no. Como culpas, né?
I'll get these values, I'm gonna show you this.
Yeah.
So I did see it.
Plus 18, you get the first one wrong?
I got it.
You get the first one wrong? Well, you get wrong. 4 by 0 is 0. Minus 3 by 6. So it's 0 minus 18. Right, it's A by D minus B by C. Minus 13 for the next one. And there are 2 values as well. You class for you, invite nothing to the class for you. Right, so that was the cofactor. So I just go under spaces, so I just write in the answer. Minus 1 on minus 43. I just switching around the rows. Right, and I'm switching around color. Right, I'm not sure if you all can see that online, but right in the corner, here's the final answer, right? I just skip out some steps. Can you get the cofactor in the calculator? No, the cofactor. I know you can get the terminal at the end. You can't get the cofactor. No, I just wanted if we can get the co. No, well, when they allocate marks, right, they'll give you for the cofactor alone. So you have to make sure you show the cofactor how you get it. Okay. Online, any questions? Right, so I want you to please, the little slide the sense, read it. Because we have to be able to solve simultaneously now. And a few little definitions in between, right? All right, online. That's in there, right? Computer.